How does you as a man standing inside of your kingship influence and affect that? What does that look like?
It's not an option. That's why. There's some things that are up for discussion, and there's some things that my wife, if she was here, she would tell you there's some things that are not up for discussion. Period. If I am operating the way I'm supposed to as a man, then I should give her that should lend to her a safe space to learn to yield to me in certain situations. The problem is that in the Black community, so many women have been abused, left, mistreated, that there is literally no example of what it is for a man to honor a woman when she gives the sacrifice of her submission, right? And I remember saying that to her one time. We had gotten into it years ago, and I asked her to list any woman that she know in her entire lineage that can relate to the kind of relationship we have, although not perfect.
Hold on, man. You getting in front of me, man. You just
oh, sorry.
You just hijacked my next question.
Well, okay, so let me just directly answer that then. The answer is, as a king, people understood that in order to become a king, first of all, you had to prove yourself. A lot of guys don't like that. You want the benefit of being called the king and being called the head of a household, but you don't want the responsibility. No, you don't get the benefit of having a woman who's gotten herself together to come alongside you and submit to you when you have no direction, when you have no vision, you have no discipline, you have no courage, you got no backbone, you got no strength, you have no education, and you're not trying to better yourself. What is she submitting to? A life of failure? If she's going to follow what God has told her to do and is to be your support, not your mother, but your support, it means you already have to be in progress of doing what you're supposed to be doing. You're not worthy to have a woman like that. And a lot of guys don't want to hear that conversation. So
I talk about that all the time on our other show, Figuring It Out. Check us out on Thursdays at 8:15 p.m. Be there. But I talk about that all the time. A man must have a vision, purpose, and a plan. And then you have to have the ability to operate within inside those type of things. If not, no woman's going to follow you. Because what I found out with most women, they got to understand where you are going, because you can't lead them. That's what most people, even in business, if you can't actually properly describe to them the direction of the company or the business that you're trying to pursue, most people will not follow you.
Yeah.
And why do you think anything different of a woman? I don't care if you go overseas. I don't care if you stay inside the United States. It's always going to be the same thing. Can you supply them with the base level of life? And then what are your goals and what you're trying to do? It goes back to what I said about the triangle. If you're not looking forward, you're looking down and you're looking at her, and she don't want that. The late, great Kevin Samuel said one thing: pressure is meant for shoulders, not for hips.
What's that again?
He said pressure is meant for shoulders, not for hips.
Different kinds of pressure, but
I definitely know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
So studies show that the percentage of women willing to cheat have doubled in the past decade. Is cheating a absolute deal breaker for you?
100%. It's not even a question. My wife asked me, I don't know what she saw on TV, or a friend called her about a situation, and she asked me, she said, if this situation happened, how would you handle it? I said, I wouldn't even move my stuff out of this house. Unless it's a family heirloom or something I can't replace, I literally would not move a thing out of this house. Tell the kids what you want. We're done. No doubt, no conversation, no counseling. I don't want to know why you did it. I don't care. I'm out here every day, and I'm not saying I'm perfect, but as a man in this time, I see very few of me out there that comes home every day, that is actually trying to do the best for his family, that does have a vision, that is making sacrifices to try to hold everybody together, to give everybody a greater vision for themselves, even if they don't want to follow mine. Loyal. Even when I'm upset, I massage your feet and your back. In the bedroom, we got no problem there. Trust and believe. I could call her right now, let you know. That's not even a question. But if you in a moment can look at everything that we've built together, me as your head, your children, your family, this beautiful house that we built together, and you think that this guy was worth throwing that all away, then you're not the person I thought you were anyway. We're done.
Studies